sparkles and glitter. That was awkward. She was like, before I go, bye. Send the website. That was rude. Hey girl, that was before me. You seemed nice. Thanks for keeping my audience warm. Which always, that's never not going to sound weird, was it? Hi, I'm back. Okay, time to tweet this. I'm going to tweet the wrong link. Let's all look forward to that. I'm good at deleting tweets. Okay, tweet and Facebook and Tumblr. There we go. All the buttons pressed and everyone will arrive. Hi everyone. How's we doing? Good, I hope. So much spammage in the chat, said somebody. Yes, that usually happens. You don't reply to my tweets, Dan. Why? Because if I replied to all of my tweets, I would spend more time replying to tweets than I would have time to live, probably, and then I'd die. So it's statistically against you, I'm afraid. Hi, everyone. Check me out. Got my own room now. Big shot over here. Dan is not on fire. Wanted it to be the Dan Howell room. They chose to ignore me, but that's okay. It's still my room. It's good. I feel like I haven't done one on this bed for ages. My hair's grown back. You sound sick, said somebody. Thanks. I'm not, but thanks for saying that. Okay. Everyone should be flocking in from around the internet now. Stop giving me love. It doesn't mean anything. You're just making it harder to read. Hello from Sweden, said Emma. Hi, Sweden. And Emma. So, how many people are here? 13,000. That's scary. It's like the O2 Arena in my bedroom. That's weird. Spotify update, said somebody. Already? You want a Spotify update already? Okay, for anyone that's new to this show, and I say show. Anyone that's new to me sitting on my bed talking crap, I usually tell you an update on what my most listened to songs and artists are according to Spotify, which is always total bullshit, because it'll shuffle to something, and it'll just be a complete lie. You listen to it once, and then all of a sudden, Girls Aloud are my most listened to artist, which isn't true. Please believe me. Okay, so this week, my most listened to artist is Kendrick Lamar, which is true, I guess. I'll go with that one. Followed by Kanye West, followed by My Chemical Romance. I think it's probably MCR, because I had my post-breakup. Do you remember, obviously, not everybody in the chat is an MCR fan, but Jared Way was tweeting about the albums and stuff the other day. She was like, I remember 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, blah, blah, blah. So I was like listening to the album as he was tweeting about it, and I was like, I remember being 14. So, yeah. And albums is, or is it tracks? Okay, apparently my most listened to track is Swimming Pools by Kendrick Lamar, which I'll agree with. Followed by Chum by Earl Sweatshirt. That's a good song. And then Nature Boy by David Bowie. That's random. Okay, thank you, Spotify. And then there's some Justin Timberlake and MCR, obviously. Okay, cool. Thank you, Spotify. Not that accurate. It didn't accuse me of listening to Justin Bieber this week, which it usually likes to do. I'm in your wardrobe, Dan. My wardrobe is open. This is just awkward. Emma says she's awaiting her grade 8 piano results. Whoa! Whoa! I'm jealous. I'm horrifically jealous. What time is it there, Daniel? It is 9:07 p.m. I figured this would be the most convenient time for British, Americans, me, Europeans to have this live show. Whatever I do, it's going to be inconvenient for Australian people. That's... What about Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst? Yeah, no, it's changed since then. That was my most listened to one. Swapsies. Where's Phil? Said Carolina P. In a different country. There's your answer. Someone said, why is your wardrobe open? Because I live on the edge. I don't have to close my wardrobe if I don't want to. Geez, mum. So, okay, it's time for the one-word emotion test. How are you all feeling in one word? 3, 2, 1. How are you feeling? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Trusty, thanks Kaylee. Sexy, said Nikki. Good. Orgasmic, said Ashley. Abby May said seduced. Frankie P said squidgy. You are all disgusting. Marta K is screaming right now. Screaming and typing in caps lock. Whoa. Emily P is feeling like gravy. I want like kind of like stodgy, but nice. Kieran C is hard. Thanks, Kieran. I suppose that's a compliment. Call me. No, Isabel T is feeling giraffe. And Sam M is feeling mathematical. All right. Yeah. Awful, badass, said Megan. Good for you. Rebecca B is feeling epic. Are you, Rebecca? You're sat there and you're feeling epic. Good. What's squidgy? Let's not talk about that. Let's not think about it. What the fuck is hashtag pineapple? Is this to do with me, or is it nothing to do with me? Just I might not want to know what it is. I just want to know whether it has anything to do with me or not. Guess the crime? No, we'll do that later. There'll be another guess the crime. I'm feeling Misha. Who's Misha and why are you feeling her? I have to leave soon, said Nuka. Very bad timing. Something to do with One Direction? No one knows. What the F is hashtag pineapple? So if you don't know, a girl called my show on the radio, and before she left, she just went, by the way, hashtag pineapple. And I was like, what? Excuse me? No, Nuka in the chat said she had to go, and I was like, Misha, said somebody. Was Misha the girl that said it? Was it, you should say this? Okay, that's cool. Hashtag swaggy, said Julie. No! And I'm going to touch his hair, because that's annoying. So, okay. I guess you guys are probably wondering what's happening with my new video. I have something to admit, guys. I have something to admit. I did a Charlie is so cool like. Okay, I'm sorry. I made a video, I edited it for a very long time, and then I decided to completely refilm the whole thing. I've only done this twice in my life. Oh, Misha Collins. Right. Sorry. Yeah. So for the second time ever in 3.5 years, I refilmed a video before I was about to upload it. So you guys are probably not happy with the news that there is a finished video on my desktop ready to upload, but it looks bad because the sun went down, which is a bad reason. So what video was it? It's the next video, because I'm still doing my... No, I didn't go on Tumblr yesterday because I was busy doing my video. I missed Misha Apocalypse on Tumblr because I was busy editing the video that I'm not going to upload. So anyway, yeah, this is boring, but I'll say this in the beginning, middle, and end of my show because people are going to ask about it. But I'm making a sexier version of the same thing. Someone said, why are you never on Tumblr? I was on Tumblr the day before yesterday. I just spent yesterday making a video I didn't do anything with. Sometimes I just lurk on Tumblr, even if I don't reblog stuff. Dan, did you like our Twitter takeover? As in, oh, for those of you who didn't know, I came back on Sunday night from being at the BBC, and everyone had changed their Twitter to my face and name, and it was very scary and confusing. It was kind of hilarious, kind of epically hilarious, just going to my mentions, and it was just a wall of me. I felt like I'd eaten some kind of horrible drug. I was kind of tired and hungry as well, so I didn't know whether it was an April Fool's thing or whether I was off my tits. I presumed I was going insane, but it turned out I was only slightly insane, so thank you guys. You ruined my life for 10 minutes. It was kind of funny because all my friends were talking to me as well with my face, so I was like, this is dangerous. I know who Misha is from... is it pronounced Misha? Or is it Miss Kaha from Supernatural? I know. But Misha is a girl's name. Might be a boy's name as well. Someone said, I was Phil. Well, get you. Do you miss Phil? I like being alone because I can eat popcorn kernels loudly by myself. Whenever I have popcorn, you know when you microwave popcorn, there's always little kernels left at the bottom. I like to eat those because I'm a freak. So now that he's not in the house, I can do that. However, unfortunately, I am constantly afraid that I'm going to get murdered, which is why I don't like being alone in a house. So that was funny. Hello, what did I miss? Nothing. You were so nice at Playlist Live, said Michael. Thanks. It's good news. I like that you said that. Dan, you're lagging. It's you, not me, probably. Don't change the subject. From what? Misha Apocalypse on my video. Have you ever been to Portugal? Yeah, a couple times. I went with some friends a couple years ago. It was very nice. I'd love to go back. Someone said, why are you so paranoid? I don't think I'm paranoid of being murdered. I just think I'm afraid of the dark and everything. So even though I live on a busy road, as you can tell from the car alarms, it's likely there's going to be some kind of noise outside as soon as it happens. So I'm like, oh God, he's come to axe me. And I'm literally just here like, so that's funny. Because there's literally windows right there. I mean, I could just dive out the window if I wanted to, but I'm still... Good question, Katia, or Katya, or Katia. Why did you censor your last video, Dan? Fact, my last video took fucking ages to make, because it was actually 2 videos. It was 12.5 minutes long, and the thing is, I swore a lot in that video, and I only censor my videos when it feels unnecessary. We're not going to get into me and swearing, but I only censor it if I feel like it's gone slightly too far or it's slightly too much. So the thing is, with that whole video, if you imagine both together, and especially that Satan's giant, I realized that almost 12.5 minutes of swearing was a bit. So I censored that, but don't worry, I won't after. Gabe said, you should make a video on how to be a scene kid. Yes, that would be a good parody if it was 2005. Bit late to the party there. Emily said, I know how you feel. I'm alone right now. Let's all take a moment to pray for Emily, who hopefully won't be murdered. No, my new video is not the Vegas video. It's the next one, the second to last one in my takeover thing. So you can work it out. What's your favorite quote? That's a big question. My Chemical Romance thoughts. What about them? A band that I liked. I'm sad that they're not making more music because I like their music. Kate said, are you jet lagged? Yeah, if you didn't know, I was in Florida last week, which is only 4 hours behind. But then when I came back, it was daylight savings, so now it's 5 hours behind. But whilst I was in Florida, I adjusted to the life of American internet people. So if you don't know, most YouTubers stay up till about 3 a.m. because we don't have a life and we spend all the time on the internet. So when we go to Florida and adjust to it being 3 a.m. on the internet, suddenly I come back and that's 7 a.m. in England. So I've literally been going to bed about 5:30 a.m. and waking up at about 2 p.m. for the last week. So I'm perfectly awake, just at the completely wrong time. Yeah. Oh, someone said, have you listened to Tyler, the Creator's new album yet? No, I haven't listened to Wolf yet, though it's on Spotify. So I'll get on that. I'm kind of excited for it to see what it's like. I liked his new single, IFHY. It's a good video. Someone said, what was that? It was a good thing. I saw a good question. Oh my god, scroll. Julie P said, how long does it take you to make a video? Right, this is an interesting little facty for you now. If you're considering becoming a YouTuber because you think that it'll be an easy, fun job, you're right and wrong. It's a fun job, it's very satisfying, and obviously making YouTube videos is more fun than working at a sludge factory or something, but it's not easy. Making videos is very long. Like, obviously, if you just turn on like your webcam and talk for 2 minutes and maybe cut it together, it won't take that long. But anyone that uses a proper camera to film it takes days. So people are like, why don't you make 5 videos a week? And it's like, because it takes me 4 days to make a video. Jasmine says, how long does it take you to do your hair? Literally, like, 1 minute. Like, you have no idea. I get straighteners because I naturally have hobby hair, and I'm like, die! So all my hair's going to fall out in 2 seconds, but You may be surprised by this, but I'm actually the least metrosexual guy ever. Because even though I straighten my hair because I have to, I don't understand anything. Literally, I speak to girls and they're like, "You should moisturize," and I'm like, I don't even know what that means. And they're like, "Yeah, you should use this scrub for your face," and I'm like, "Fuck that." So yeah. Hey. Do you like raisins? That's a good question. No. Okay. I should do a Q&A. That's a really good idea. Okay, before I talk about other stuff, should I do a Q&A now? Because I usually end up going on random tangents about things that people may or may not find interesting. But I think it'd be good to do a normal Q&A. Because if you guys didn't know, I used to use this website called VU, which recently died. Moment of silence for VU, because it's now dead forever. So I have nothing officially to answer questions on now. So I might do what normal people do, which is do a Twitter Q&A, because I've never done one, ever. I've literally never done one. I have all these followers, and I never do a Q&A with them. So let's do that now, because that's fun. Okay? Does that sound good? Right, let's... I'm going to tweet it now. I suppose I should do a hashtag so people can search it. What should it be? Should it be something funny, or should it just be Ask Dan Howell? I'll just do a normal one. Okay, I'll just do hashtag Ask Dan Howell now, and then each week that we do it from now, we can change it to some kind of horrible euphemism. We can get like placenta trending, and like ask some horrible squid porn or something like that. Okay, so right, I'm gonna let me just do a little bit of typey. Right, there we go. I've sent a tweet. If you have Twitter, then see my tweet and tweet with hashtag Ask Dan Howell, and I'll answer your questions. That'll be fun. Isabella, that was bloody quick, said, "Do you like Lord of the Rings?" Yes. Is that a surprise? Is that a surprise? Do I like Lord of the Rings? Okay. Will you marry me? Said Sire's not on fire. No, I don't know who you are. Do you like tacos? Said hello to the Yumi. I do, but I never eat tacos. When I go to a Mexican restaurant, I always have quesadillas or a burrito or something. Twerking Lester, which is an amazing Twitter name, I'm sure Phil will love that, said, "Do you like Odd Future?" I like Tyler the Creator and Earl and Frank Ocean, obviously. I don't like the other guys in Odd Future that much. I just like Tyler. I know before anyone that is like, Tyler's homophobic comes into the chat, he's not. That's silly. Let's not get into that. But yeah, obviously Frank Ocean is probably the best person. I don't think they're amazing, but I am really interested in seeing Tyler and Earl's new music. Okay. Is it better living in London than Manchester? Said Muse Chloe 119. I prefer living in London. Manchester was a nicer little city because it's like one town. London is basically a collection of villages. It's not one place, it's like 50 places all connected with little roads, whereas Manchester's like one huge city. So I liked living in Manchester because it was a lot smaller and I felt like I knew the place and it was nice. But then I had no friends because literally everyone I know is living in London. So, I mean, it's really cool living in a big city as well. It just means that we're probably going to get nuked by North Korea. Okay. Do you dance around your empty apartment like a sassy black woman when you're alone? Said look_it's Becca. I don't know what that means entirely, but I I sing a lot when I'm by myself. I walk around going, pretending I'm Christina Aguilera. I maybe do dance. Yeah. Can we just cry over MCR together? Have you not been doing that for a week already? Kesby_X. Okay, amazing username too. At Spork Thief said, as you read To Kill a Mockingbird, do you consider Scout an unreliable narrator? Whoa! Okay, is this me doing your English homework? What does unreliable mean? That's such a strange question. I felt for the purposes of the book he was the perfect narrator, but if you're asking me to have an English essay criticism of it, then that's stupid, because it is what it is. Okay, at Painfully 1D said, will you upload your SeaWorld vlog someday? Okay, right, I went to SeaWorld the other day and I filmed a few things. I never said there was a SeaWorld vlog, and there probably isn't going to be a SeaWorld vlog, but I did film something very funny happen between some animals that I might turn into something at some point. But that's not a promise. Okay? Okay, guys? Oh, for the people in the chat, I'm doing a Twitter Q&A. That's how exciting this is, because someone just said, what have I missed? Go to Twitter and tweet with hashtag #AskDanHowell, because that's what I'm searching through. Because mentions only shows you everything that's happened in the last 6 minutes. Okay, do you like Ed Sheeran? Said at T-Malt. Yes. At all time no said, if someone doesn't have Twitter, how would they participate in this? They can't. You should have Twitter. I understand some people don't, but it's just a thing you'd have to be connected to the world, even if you just use it to stalk celebrities, like I did for like a year before I even started tweeting. But what, so many people are asking me about Of Mice and Men. God, I know you're studying it at the moment. Oh, this is a good one. At Clifford Styles said, would you consider yourself an early bird or a night owl? That's a tough question. I'm so much of a night owl that I've almost become an early bird just because I've almost done the full cycle. So, yeah. I'm like a very sad worm, basically, in the early bird metaphor. At Squirrel and Slothy said, thanks for using my Rockstar video on the radio show. Thank you. It was an amazing video. Thank you for sending in a good Nickelback song. It's a very, very tough task. At Merrill the Peasant said, you keep freezing on Younow. What's happening? Your internet is bad. That's what it is. I'm sorry, I watch other people's Younows, and it's not lagging on their end. It's all our fault. At Wayhay Parade said, have you ever been to any part of America besides Florida? I've been to LA a few times. I've been to Orlando. I actually drove all the way from Toronto down to Florida when I was 5, but I literally don't remember anything about it. So I really, 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 really want to do that someday. Either sideways or all the way down. Doof 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 doof. What do you enjoy most about traveling? Said at the one you don't see. That's a cool question. I'm one of those nerds that really like seeing culture from another country. So my favorite place I've ever traveled has been like Thailand in India, just because it's like, wow. Food is also very important to me. Seeing the difference between English restaurants that do a certain food from a country and seeing what the actual food is like, which is, it says a lot about my life. Sorry. Does that say a lot about my life, that I just like food and that's all I like? Someone said crashing. Okay, I'm going to go into the other room. Let's see what happens. Oh, should I take my plug? Yes, Dan, take your plug so your Mac doesn't die halfway through the live show, because that would be good. Okay, let's see if this improves, as you're all complaining of lag. Oh, can't forget my very important thing that I've got on the bed that you might be able to tell. This is my hallway. How exciting. Okay, guys, here I am. I'm in the lounge. The router is behind me. What's happening? Why is it dying? I'm going to give it 2 minutes to not die. This is less formal than sitting on my bed. I'm on a chair. Check me out. Type ice cream in caps lock if that improved it. You're okay now. You're a wizard. What do you do? Check me out. I'm an IT pro. I moved closer to the router. There we go. I've got pins and needles in my leg. Isn't that the worst thing ever? Okay. Right. Ice cream, said everybody. Okay, thanks. Right. Back to Twitter. Will you be back in Edinburgh for Radio 1? I'd really like to. I don't know what capacity I might be back there, but it seems like I should be. So, hey, I'd like to go back to Edinburgh. What's the difference between a slap and a smack? That's a good question. I feel like if you give someone a smack, it's like, oi, but then, it's like you just hit someone with your hand. But a slap is that kind of like whip, you know what I mean? Where you hit someone's face and it's like, douche on their face. So, hey. That's my definition, I think. What movies are you looking forward to over the next few months? I don't know, because I really like, it's Gemma here, I really like my taste in films is basically good films, which sounds kind of silly, but it's true. So, I really like Oscar season, but then they're all over now, so that's kind of sad. Will you open another PO box ever? Probably not, because I'd get too much mail to read the mail that people send me, and I don't like the idea of that. You know what I mean? Who's your favorite YouTuber? Cute with Chris from 10 years ago. Oh Jesus, how depressing. Did Tyler Oakley ever make you twerk? He didn't. I'm kind of glad that didn't happen, because me and Grace were very scared that Tyler Oakley would come up to us at Playlist and be like, twerk on camera, and I'd be like, no, help. But that didn't happen. So, hey. Although it was really nice because I'd never really hung out with Tyler before, and I went out for his birthday with Phil and Jack and Finn and Daily Grace and Hannah Hart and a bunch of people. We went to Benihana, and it was very cool. A guy made a rice volcano, and I was like, whoa. What do you know about Sweden? Said Moa H. You have lots of cool movies written and books written and TV shows set in your country. Good creative people there in Sweden. Are you classy or trashy? What? I'm probably slightly classier than trashy. What does trashy mean? What would I be if I was? At ShadowWolf99 said, at Playlist, was Anthony drunk? Probably not allowed to answer that question. If you weren't a YouTuber, what job do you think you'd have? No idea. Let's not even go there. Oh God. At Rain Tomlinson said, I'm eating peanuts. Want some? Yeah, sure. Look what I have. I'm going to go. I've had this next to me for like 20 minutes. I'm just going to go there. I'm just going to go there right now. Oh, yeah, there we go. It happened. It happened. I won't know. James Bond fan, said Brianna. I am a James Bond fan. I really like the movies. But the thing is, you watch them as a kid and you like them because they're kind of trashy and full of action. But now, because I'm into like really good films, I'm kind of like, none of the James Bond films are actually like really good films. You know what I mean? So I watched Skyfall and I was comparing it to like Shawshank Redemption. But someone said, it's trending, is it? How do I tell? By going to twitter.com. So, oh fuck, number one, that's embarrassing. Hi, Twitter. I didn't expect it to trend. I was just using it. Okay, right. If it's trending, we have to do this every Tuesday, but with a really weird hashtag. So get thinking of things that sound like Ask Dan Howell, but have some really weird word that will make everyone on Twitter scared. And we'll do that next week. I ship you and Jennifer Lawrence so much, it's my OTP. Thank you. I bought Silver Linings Playbook on DVD because it was so good. LED said, Dan, are you wearing eyeliner? You're so precious. Yes, Ellie, I'm wearing eyeliner. No. What? Why would I wear eyeliner? I'm not a 13-year-old emo. Sorry if you thought I was. Have I ruined your life? Trashy equals slutty, said Catherine D. Does it? Okay.